Hey, up next on the MARR Rock Show, we have got Clark, who is the drummer from Los Angeles band Love in the 38. Their brand new album, Nomads, is out right now. Clark, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Hey, so, Nomads is out, and but before we start talking about Nomads, I've read a little bit about the bio of your band, and it seems like you guys, it's not a totally new story, but came from different parts of the country and landed in L.A. So can you tell us a little bit about the formation of the band and how you all came together out there?
Sure, yeah. Well, right now we have, Ryan Hudson, who's the singer. He's kind of like the long-withstanding member of the band. And then we have Justin on bass. You know, he's from Los Angeles. He's been in different bands. Really, really nice guy. And then Domo, he's been kind of like a legend on the L.A. rock scene for a long time. He was once in a band called Post and Porn Stars, and now he's rocking with Love in the 38, which is awesome. And then I come in the full. I've been friends with Domo forever. He was actually the best man at my wedding, so when I got a chance to play with him, I was just like all aboard.
So how does that start? Like, did one of you have the idea to form the band, or did it come out of the remnants of another band, or was it? Did you want to start something new? Like, what was the motivation behind this particular band?
I think we just kind of wanted to just stick to our rock roots, you know. It's like, you know, kind of music's changed a lot in the last, 10 years, so, you know, we just kind of stay true to what, you know, we enjoy playing, and I think it comes out, you know, in the songwriting and whatnot, on the live performance for sure, you know. We just did two residency shows at the Viper Room for our release, and, I mean, both shows were amazing, you know. Even the second night, you know, you never know what's going to happen on the second one, and it was actually even more people, and it was just, we kind of just, you know, knocked it out of the park, you know. That's what we wanted to do, just to, kind of reestablish the rock and roll scene in L.A., because, you know, music's changing, and we just kind of, wanted to solidify, you know, who put the stamp, you know, on Sunset Strip, so we just kind of want to keep that going, you know.
Yeah, so I don't want to gloss over too quickly what you just said. So you did a big release at the Viper, and I have not had the pleasure of being there. Can you give us a little bit for folks that don't know that whole LA music scene, how important that venue is and what it meant for you to do a CD release there?
Oh man, we were so stoked. I mean, there was some craziness that happened before the show. Like, we had a whole thing booked, and then I guess some ownership change, you know, and they wanted to just wipe the whole 2016, calendar clean. So, the promoter really stuck up for us. So, listen, you guys need to, have these guys play. Their record's coming out. It's been 2 years in the making, and, you will be happy. And so they changed their mind, let us play, and yeah, it was great. I mean, we promoted it for a good 3 months, put out actually the video for the first single, Oh My God, promote the record, and then I think it just translated into the show. People were really wanting to see the band because they hadn't seen the band play live in probably 6 months, so people were really excited. Plus to get the record too, because everybody's been waiting for it for about 2 years now.
Yeah, so it's interesting you mentioned, Oh My God, that was something I was just going to ask you about. So I was watching that video actually earlier this morning. Tell me a little bit about that making of that video out there in the desert and what that was like. I'm assuming you were out in the desert, not some studio somewhere.
Yeah, it was, the first shot was done in the Salton Sea over there, a little bit past, around the Indio area, way out there in, the middle of nowhere pretty much. And, we kind of, had an idea. We wanted it to be, we were searching for something. There was we had a map, and we kind of it was pinpointing us in a certain area, and we were there to find something. And basically, we find this coffin out in the middle of nowhere, But the reason we chose the Salton Sea was just because it has this, forever. You just go forever with desert meets the sea meets you got the horizon of the mountains. And then it's the one spot really you can kind of go and know nobody's gonna mess with you because there's just nothing out there. I mean, you have these pockets of you got trailer parks here and there. You don't know if some people are living there, if they're not. So it's basically you just kind of go out there and you kind of can just do whatever you want to do, which is amazing. So that was the first day, and then when we got back, we wanted to try to get some live shots, And that's when we did the rest here in Hollywood and finished that. And then Brian, actually his brother, cut the video for us, and he did an amazing job. He must have worked on it for a month straight. So I feel the fans kind of saw how much work we put into it, and really really excited.
Hey, I couldn't help but notice there's one tune on the album with a title in Spanish on it, which is the Open Your Eyes tune. So tell us how come that worked out that way with one Spanish tune? Or one Spanish tune.
Well, I think it's a reference to an old movie, I believe, that Ryan, our singer, was really into. And, the song is kind of like the closest thing you're going to get to a ballad on the record, because the record's pretty much just like in your face, rocking pretty much the whole record straight through. Right when you get to the first song, it's like, okay, this is what the record's going to be like until song 10 or 11. So this, buckle up, But that one tune, was actually one of the kind of like, I actually think our bass player brought the riff in, and we just kind of like just wrote around it. And honestly, it was the big surprise of the record, because we kind of had like our songs that we loved, and I think that one we played for like our closest friends, and they were just like, wow, that's the song, man. And we've been getting that from everybody, it's giving us feedback, I really like that one song, it's got the Spanish style, tell me about that one. So, but basically it's just, Ryan was into this song or this movie and liked the title of it, and I think he just kind of just went with it for the name of the song. So, I think the underlying meaning of it is just basically, a girl is just upset about something, and she just really wants, her significant other to like give her some attention. And at the end of the day, it's just like, hey, I'm kind of like a nomad roamer, and it's like, I don't know if I'm going to be here forever. So it's like, I'm sorry, but I'm probably not the right person for you. So hopefully it kind of tries to have a happy ending, but, using those situations, you kind of can see what it's going to be about.
So you kind of mentioned that answer something about some of the band's favorite tunes. In your band bio, whoever wrote the bio kind of referred to the tune "I Won't Wait" as the band's sort of anthem. Can you tell me why is that tune the band's anthem? Is that because of crowd response, or is it because you guys like it?
I think it's a lot of both. It's got like the middle section where it's just like a big chanty, like call and response of the audience kind of thing. And we got all the band doing like a little a cappella harmony, kind of with like the beat, And I think it just represents the whole, band itself, because like for the last 2 years we've been trying to get this record out, and just, we just hit a couple of road bumps, especially when you're doing it independently. It's just like, you hit this, so it's like, I think the whole, anthem behind it, just like I Won't Wait, was just like, us trying to say, hey, like, this record's getting put out, we're gonna play, and like that's it. Nothing. And if it gets in our way, fine. We're just gonna go around you. This is the time is now. It's time to go. We're not gonna wait for anything. I think that's kind of like been our motto for the last like year. So that's definitely like something that with the crowd and with us, we can really harness.
So I haven't checked your Facebook page today, but I noticed, I want to put you on the spot here, back on March 2nd, you guys put out a post stating that you hadn't decided what song yet would be the next video. Has that decision been made yet, or are you all still talking about it?
We're still in the idea stages. Definitely Aubrey is probably, high up there. Also, Just Like Regret is really high up on there, too. The second track is... that's actually our singer, one of his really favorite tracks, just because this has lots of different elements to it that we haven't really touched on in the past. So he's really big on that song. So I would say Aubrey and then Just Like Regret are definitely in the pipeline for idea stages of the next, maybe 2 videos. I think we're going to do maybe a couple more. We'll see.
So I see a lot, when I look at you guys' Facebook page, I see a whole lot of posts referencing the band Kiss. Tell me, I'm going to assume they're either someone in the band's big influence, or maybe all of you. So talk a little bit about the frequent Kiss postings.
Yeah, I love Kiss. I grew up on Kiss, and the other guys too. I don't know if we necessarily agree with all of their, ideas about music these days, but we definitely respect, what they've done for the industry and for what they've done, because I think what they represent is that's true to what they've always wanted. So anytime you can see somebody just take an idea like that and make it great, you can really respect it. And then they write good songs. They have some really big anthem songs, which will be remembered forever. And I think that's something that you just always you look up to and you aspire to be. personally.
So here it is, at least here on the East Coast, I guess it's always summer out there, but on the East Coast, spring is upon us, which means like festival season and new tours starting. What are the band's plans for the spring of 2016?
Yeah, definitely like festivals. I know we got some Weekend Warrior dates coming up, just trying to get the record out there. Definitely play local again. I know we want to do probably the Troubadour Viper Room here again in May or so. Try to get something going with that. But yeah, I think for now, I think the big ideas are 2017, getting ready for those festivals, because I know like you got to really kind of like plan it out, and tour wise. And there's been a lot of talk of Europe too, so that's something we're really striving for, because a lot of promoters out there, they really like our sound, so just trying to figure out how to get us over there. You know what I mean? So definitely, I think for the rest of the year, we just want to like kind of stay true to, our roots areas in California, Arizona, Las Vegas, things like that. And then next year is going to be the year we're really going to hit it hard with festivals and, and really get over to Europe. That's really our goals right now.
Yeah, man, I think your style would do very well over in Europe. And, hey, man, I hope you make it out to the East Coast, too. We're a Lancaster, Pennsylvania-based band, and there's some great rock and roll community out here. So love to see you guys
we'll play everywhere. We'll play anywhere, man. Seriously, I mean, we're really just kind of like your working man's band, if that makes sense. We just, cause, that's how we grew up, so that's really what we're trying to harness, and what we really want to like, that's who kind of we relate to as people too,
Well, we've been enjoying the album Nomads, and let folks know the album Nomads is out there right now, and they can go out on YouTube and check out the video for Oh My God as well, and hear all we talked about with the adventure in the desert there. So, Clark from the band Love in the 38. Clark, thanks so much for being here on the show, and the folks get out there and pick up Nomads.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.